How are you guys? How's everything going? My name is Dr. Igor Zilberman. We're back talking about fasting today again. So I forgot to mention in my last video that during fasting in 1 year, once a week, I lost 25 pounds. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about some more benefits, some of the things that I didn't get a chance to mention in the previous video. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, guys. So what we're going to talk about is basically I lost 25 pounds by using Paul's apple cider vinegar fasting system in 1 year, fasting once a week for 24 hours. Okay, now in my previous video, in part 1 of this video, I'm going to put a link below to that video if you didn't see it. I mentioned how I lost the weight during that whole year of using apple cider vinegar, but how I use the drink, how I make the drink to lose the weight. We're not going to talk about that now. And the benefits that fasting has. The benefits are tremendous. You can, there's going to be a link here below again to Paul's PDF book that you can get for $2.99, and you can read in depth about everything that he talks about fasting. But so few things that we forgot to mention. Definitely coffee and caffeine consumption. You have to, during that week of preparation for that fast. So I like to fast Friday evenings or Saturday evenings. So I prepare the whole week. I don't eat heavy, and you have to bring down your coffee consumption, and it's going to be very difficult for a lot of people to do so, because if you just jump into even a 12-hour or 16-hour, 18-hour, 24-hour fast, and you've been drinking coffee that whole week, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. You're going to start having headaches, you're going to start having coffee withdrawals, and it's going to be hard for you. So the recommendation is that during that week of preparation for the fasting day, you have to decrease or completely take out all of your caffeinated beverages, whether it's Pepsi, Coca-Cola, teas, or coffees. You have to take them out, you have to wean them out. Now, not for the whole time, but at least wean them out from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. You just consume less and less. So when you fast Friday to Saturday evening, your body is able to take it. Okay, you want to consume as much water as possible during that week, so you're nice and rehydrated, because caffeine dehydrates you. Okay, it takes it's a diuretic, so it makes you go to the bathroom, so it dehydrates you. So you want to rehydrate yourself. This will help you with your fast. Okay, so after I've had 4 sessions of fasting, and my body was used to fasting for 24 hours. So I like doing that fast on Friday night, because I'll tell you why. Because I would fast Friday night after work. I would come, I would have my dinner with my family. Okay, it was a good day. Then I was able to fast from Friday to Saturday night. Why? That was the most convenient day for me, because on Sunday my wife wanted to spend time with me. She wanted to go out, she wanted spend time with the kids. The kids want to eat some pizza, we want to eat some ice cream or something like that. Saturday was a good day for me. Okay, and a lot of times on Saturday I had some downtime. So in the beginning, the first 4 to 6 times when I was still getting used to the fasting, okay, I was actually able to just stay home and relax. And when the fast would really hit me hard in the beginning, around 12, 1 or 2 o'clock, I would actually try to take a nap during that time, because that was the best way to kind of get through that hard time when you really start feeling it, and your stomach gets really small, and you drink the apple cider vinegar with honey, but you're still feeling a little bit hungry. So I would go take a nap. I would go sleep, take a nap for 1 to 2 hours, and that would just give me that additional time to get through it, and it would just be incredible, regenerating and rejuvenating, because my body was completely clear of food. It was able to deal with the fast better, and it was able to regenerate. So that sleep was one of the best sleep that I have ever gotten, in those naps on Saturday during my fast. Okay, many benefits to that. So another reason that I just want to tell you guys about is that I didn't just start fasting because I wanted to lose the weight. Losing the weight was a great side effect for me, but what I really wanted to accomplish is that I had some pain in my knee that wasn't going away from previous sports injuries, okay? So I didn't want to get a surgery, you know, I didn't want to get any kind of injections, steroidal injections. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to heal it the natural way, and I knew that if I use fasting, that most likely it will help me and it will give me my body the time to regenerate. And lo and behold, in about 6 months after I fasted once a week for 24 hours, I started feeling the benefits. My pain has disappeared, okay? My inflammation has gone down. How I was able to tell that is that every time I would go into a squatting position, okay, to do a squat, I could see in my knee there would be a bubble that would pop out of my side of my knee right under my patella. Now, as I started fasting, that bubble would become less and less and less, and the pain would become less and less and less. It was really unbelievable. So fasting has given me that opportunity to regenerate my body and to clean my body. Now, what was amazing during that period of fasting is that few things. Number one is that how you feel during the day of fast, okay? After your body is used to fasting, it takes about 4 times of fasting, about a month, 4 to 6 times. Now you begin to enjoy the fast, okay? Now you begin to enjoy actually the time, how your mind reacts during the fast. Now your mind is not thinking the same way, because now what happens is that you are not dependent on food, okay? If you don't fast in your regular everyday life, okay, we are slaves to food. We have to have breakfast, then we have to think of where we're gonna get lunch. You know, we have to think of how we're gonna get breakfast also, but then we have to think about how we're gonna get lunch, and then we have to think of how we're gonna get dinner. So we spend a lot of our time preparing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, preparing for them, planning for them, and consuming them, digesting them, and then, you know, going to the bathroom to complete the process, okay? Now, all of a sudden, when you're not consuming food, when you're fasting, all of those things are out of the equation. You don't have to plan for food. You don't have to think about how you're gonna eat it. You don't have to think of when you're gonna eat it. All you have is the apple cider vinegar drink with the honey, and you can make a lot of it to last you throughout the whole day, and you just sip on it, okay? That's what I would do. I would just have a couple of bottles prepared, and I would just sip on them. I wouldn't even wait until I would get so hungry. I would just sip a little bit here, a little bit there, and it would just get me through the whole day. And that's how I was able to, you know, continue that 1 year of fasting for 24 hours. And, you know, I'll tell you the truth that after about 6 months or so, I've gotten so used to it that I was able to go for 36-hour fast. That means that I would stop eating on Friday night, not eat until Saturday night, still not eat on Saturday night, go to sleep, wake up Sunday morning, and then I would just make my salad, you know, with the cabbage and the beets and the carrots, chop it up, and Sunday morning consume that salad, and then going to slowly get back into my regular routine of food, okay? So that was amazing. The 36-hour fast is when you really start to feel the benefits, the energy, the regeneration power. It's amazing, you know, and it's just invigorating for the mind. So your mind is not concentrated on the food. You begin to go into a completely different mindset, okay? It's almost as if you are in a zen, and if you are in a meditative zone, okay, you almost tap into the higher power, because now your body is not so bogged down. It's not so, you know, it's not concentrating, it's not using up all its energy for food consumption. So now the feeling is not, you cannot really describe it until you start doing it by yourself and you start feeling it, of how you feel on fast, and it's amazing. You know, you're actually able to take the time to meditate and to have great meditation benefits for yourself. You're able to almost, you know, visualize and plan your life, and it becomes a time of not just physical you know, but also mental and emotional meditation during those fasts. So for me, it was something of a great tool that I used for a whole year, even more than a year. I went for a year and 6 months of doing that, and it, you know, I lost 25 pounds with it. It completely changed my outlook on how I was dependent on food and had no control of food, of now being completely in control of food, you know, consuming as much as I want to, not having the food control me during the day, but controlling my intake of food. It's a completely different mindset, okay? Now, I haven't been fasting already almost for a year, and, you know, the effects are still with me, okay? I chew my food more. I'm able to, I've actually stopped consuming carbohydrates completely at this point right now because I feel like I don't need them, and I just consume protein and healthy fats. And that's, I also talk about that, the MCT oil and healthy fat consumption in my other video, which I'm going to put a link below here in the description area, okay? And I encourage you guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me or anything you want to say or comments, if you like the video, you know, just right here in the description, tell me, let me know what you like, let me know what you didn't like, you know, anything you guys want, let's talk about it, let's begin the conversation. I really appreciate, you know, you watching these videos, and I'm going to continue making some great ones. Alright, have a great day, bye.